one of my very favorite stories called The Frog Prince. And this story was written by two German brothers called the Brothers Grimm. But she was a little bit spoiled because she knew she was the most beautiful princess. Well, her favorite thing to do was play with a beautiful golden ball that her dad had given her out in the forest by a little pond. So one beautiful day, she was out there playing with her ball by the pond, and she threw the ball up and she'd catch it. And she'd throw it up and she'd catch it. Well, one time, she threw it up, but she didn't catch it. It fell to the ground, and it rolled to the pond, and it went plunk down to the bottom where she couldn't reach it. Do you know what happened to that princess? What did that do to her? Does anybody know? You, right there in the pink. What did it do? It made her sad. She was so sad. She just cried and cried and cried because that was her favorite ball. And what was she going to do without it? Oh. Well, in the middle of her crying, she heard a little voice go, "Excuse me, princess, why are you crying?" The princess looked around. She didn't know where that voice was coming from. And then she saw him down there. She said, "Oh, it's you, old frog. I'm sad because I lost my golden ball in the water and I can't get it." Well, the little frog said, "Well, I'll go get it for you if you just give me something in return." And the princess said, Well, what do you want? I'll give you my pretty bracelet, or my pretty ring, or even the crown on my head." And the frog thought about that. He didn't need a bracelet, or a pretty ring, or the crown on her head. No. You know what that frog needed? He didn't need a kiss. No, that frog needed a friend. And maybe some food to eat from the princess's plate, because, there just weren't enough flies to go around there at the pond. And the princess goes, "Ooh." She didn't want to touch that slimy old frog. So she leaned down with her finger and her thumb. She barely touched him, and she picked him up and put him on the table so he could eat. So the frog ate his fill, and when he got full, he said, "Excuse me, princess, I'm tired now. Will you take me to your room so I can sleep in your pretty little bed?" And the princess said, "Ooh." She didn't want to touch that frog, did she? No, frogs are what? Gross! Finger in her thumb, and she carried him off to her room. When she got there, she just dropped him on the floor. So the princess got ready for bed, and as she fly around him, and rainbows fell upon me, she cursed me, "Sleep in your bed. And if your father gives me permission, I will marry you tomorrow." Well, the princess thought, "Man, this guy is so cute." But she also thought, "He's very kind because he forgave me for not following through on my promise when I left him. So I will marry him." And that's just what she did. The very next day, they got married in a beautiful ceremony with a skirt just like this. And they lived happily in